What is going on, guys? FD Guru is back, bringing to you guys another episode of my fantasy sports podcast. And boy, yesterday was a doozy. I told everyone I was very confident in the slate, and I certainly pulled through. If you use yesterday's advice, you should have done very well. This was my main lineup. It had the biggest score of the season so far. Members were extremely satisfied for good reason, and this really pushed us up in some tournaments. People won some big money. I won some big money. I don't even put that much on the line. I'm just here for you guys, but even I cashed in pretty well. So, as you can see, the 5 picks from yesterday, Kemba, 51.6, crushing his value, and the biggest thing here was percentage owned, 6%. I had said yesterday in the video that he was going to be pretty low owned because he's been pretty bad, but the usage was there last night. So Will Barton was the shooting guard I picked, crushed value, along with Lambie in the small forward, James Johnson the power forward going off, having a career night, and Jokic the center. That double OT really helped us out. As you can see, that huge score, 149 to 141. It's nice to have overtime benefiting me for once because normally I'm on the short end of the stick when it comes to overtime. So really good to see that. Let's throw 5 more picks at you for tonight. It's a little bit tougher of a slate, but there's definitely some usage to go around. Point guard, I'm liking Dennis Schroeder at 6,200. The Hawks are tanking basically. Their season's basically over. They're a huge underdog tonight against the Jazz. I think they're 14.5 point favorites. I still like Schroeder to get his 30 points tonight. The point guard is kind of a tough position tonight. I'm probably going to be going up to Westbrook for my other point guard tonight against Boston. Schroeder's a pretty good mid-value kind of guy. He's going to get you at least 25, probably to 30 points tonight. Not a lot of value at point guard. Schroeder should be able to run things a little bit. Just hopefully they can stay in this game and we should be fine. His price is as low as it's been all year, so take advantage of that. Shooting guard, I'm looking at Lou Williams at 7,100. Lou Williams kind of goes under the radar. He remains around 7K in salary, and he consistently gets around 30 points with a high ceiling of 50 points. So I like him in cash games. He's a nice, consistent guy. When I saw Wiggins' price went up to 6,800 today, I'm just not a huge fan of Wiggins. I liked paying for him when he was 6K, but now that he's up towards 7K, I just can't do it. Maybe in a GPP. He is consistent, but his ceiling is pretty low. I'd much rather have Lou Williams at 300 more. I think Lou is going to do more in this game than Wiggins is. Expect Lou to get his fair share of points and assists. Small forward, he's kind of a chalk play tonight with no TJ Warren, Josh Jackson at 6,500. There is also a question of Devin Booker's status tonight for the Suns. Whether he plays or not, I still like Josh Jackson. If Booker is out, I even love Jackson even more. I expect him to play, over 30, probably up towards 35 minutes. He's coming off of a great game against Golden State, 36 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. And he's pretty active on the defensive end too, so he needs like 32 fantasy points to reach value. I think he crushes that tonight. I expect him to get 35 and up for fantasy points. And there's no risk of him not playing because the Suns are already having a lost season. He's a young guy. He's a rookie. They're going to run him as much as possible, whether it's a blowout or not. Expect him to be in the starting 5. Jackson's a really, really nice play tonight at small forward. For power forwards, it's kind of a tough position tonight. There's not really much value out there, but I'm looking to spend down a little bit. I'm probably going to be rostering Carmelo at one of them, but my favorite power forward is Jonas Jerebko. He'll be starting in place of the injured Derek Favors tonight. He should see, I would put his minute cap at 20 minutes. I don't think he's going to get much more than that. If he does come out and play, if he plays well in the starting 5, you could see 25, 27 minutes. I think he's going to play, 20, 22 minutes, but all he needs is 16, 17 fantasy points. And at a position that's pretty thin tonight, I think he's a good punt play. It leaves you some salary to spend up for studs like Russ Westbrook or James Harden. Jaredko is a pretty decent punt play tonight. I certainly don't mind him drawing the start tonight. Jay Crowder could easily come in off the bench, though, and get a lot of those minutes. But I do see Jaredko seeing around 20 minutes tonight. For center, it's another sort of punt play tonight with no John Collins playing. Mike Muscala is probably going to draw the start tonight. $4,000 is his salary. He's been actually pretty decent for the Hawks, even coming off of the bench. His game log isn't too shitty, in my opinion. He's not a bad player. He's a young guy. Even if they get blown out in this game, Muscala should get his minutes. I see him playing 25 to 30 minutes. And at 4,000, needing only 20 fantasy points, I think he's a solid play. You could even consider him a punt play tonight. Center isn't the best position either. In general, this slate is a little tougher. I'm not as confident as I was last night, but I'm always gonna suggest to you guys good matchups and good picks. It's just a little tougher to come around on value tonight. So look at Mike Muscala and heavily consider him at your center position tonight. I hope this video helps. Hope you guys were on last night's video. Let's just keep building that bankroll before that MLB season comes around, my favorite sport. And until next time, guys, I am the FD Guru, and I am signing off. See ya.